Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Fireballs and the Warriors. Coming up next, about 40 seconds away from a top-ranked doubles match, always fun. We're going to have Inaki and Amigorena for the Fireballs taking on Douglas and Nicolas of the Warriors. So Inaki and Amigorena 0-1 to begin this season. Douglas and Nicolas 1-0. And with Amigorena, the only new player Battle Court in Spring 24 on the court right now. Bit of a learning curve with that. Takes, for most guys, about a month or two to get used to this court, the bounce, the ball. Nicolas is solid as a backcourter as they come. Douglas has been playing great so far this season. Let's get into this top-ranked doubles match right now. There's a serve. This doubles match is underway. Backhand to the inside. Great catch by Amigorena. Hard return. Wall to wall. Douglas lining up the rebote. Plays it to the inside. Amigorena again. Backhand. Douglas reaching up on the forehand. Dropped inside. That's well placed. Better catch by Inaki. Nicolas pulled the set out at the last second. Douglas comes back for a tough save. Inaki on the forehand, controls it at the foreline, gets it overhead to pass. Nicolas trying to line it up, but that ball died off the back wall. Inaki and Amigorena first up on the board. Our second match. Here's the backhand by Amigorena, stopped up overhead by Nicolas. Forehand rebote by Douglas, played to the inside. Amigorena runs around it. His backhand, high and hard to Nicolas. Rebote forehand, Douglas caught the corner. Inaki on the forehand. Back to the inside. It's going to be a three-wall play. Nicolas digs it out. It's a two-wall. Stopped up overhead, Inaki. That one kicked low and in the pad. Pad is bad. 1-1. Douglas and Nicolas serve. Low runner to the inside. Here's Nicolas, backhand. Dropping low for Amigorena. Big backhand, forehand rebote laid up. Good catch by Amigorena. Amigorena back beyond the 13 line. This one dropped inside. Douglas, backhand. Rebote comes shooting off the back wall. Laid up by Inaki to the inside. Nicolas lets it pass. He's got the rebote. Amigorena, forehand to the inside. Douglas comes cross court. He cuts it off. Ups the backhand to Amigorena. Forehand rebote. Kept it inside. Three-wall play. Amigorena turns it. Douglas scoop. Inside placement is missed. Well played point goes to the Warriors. They lead it 2-1.
Douglas continuing an aggressive style of play that we saw in the practices before this match began. Well done.
Backhand, caught by Nicolas at the 12. Launches this one. Amigorena, backhand from the 12 line. Trying to get this one to pass. Nicolas steps back. Nicolas now up at the 11. Low running backhand. Kicks up out of the reach of Inaki. Amigorena. Backhand. Low runner. Douglas is there. Big bouncer controlled on the left side of Nicolas. Low runner again. Inaki backing in, takes it at the 9 line. One dropping low, Amigorena. Another backhand, stopped by Nicolas. Nicolas puts it on the wall. Inaki let it pass. Calls off the rebote on the back end. Drops it inside. Here's Nicolas. Inaki again calls him off. Rebote save from the left side. Nicolas up at the 10. High hard backhand. This one out of reach. Rebote. Nicolas on the hop. Brings it in up at the 9. The powerful backhand. Stopped by Amigorena. Rebote forehand, Douglas powers it inside. Good catch by Amigorena, lines it up. Backhand 2-wall, caught in the air. Here's Douglas. Cortada, scooped up by Inaki. Great catch by Nicolas, crossing deep in the backcourt. Inaki again from the costado. Inside placement, Nicolas reads it. One kicking up and out, Inaki lays it up again. Nicolas now from the 9 line. Nicolas between the 11 and 12, dropping low, forehand controlled by Amigorena. Outside placement, Douglas out of the way. Nicolas made the save outside. Here's Inaki. Another forehand, low and hard, and scoring. 2-2, tied up.
Tremendous forehand by Inaki, passing to the inside well enough out of the reach of Nicolas. He got a good hold of it. Scoped out where Nicolas was standing, past him to the inside.
Nicolas takes a serve on the left side. Hard backhand. Amigorena got there before it crossed. Oh, runner right on the numbers for Nicolas now. Will clip off the sidewall. Nicolas takes it on the forehand. Shoots it inside. This one crossing. Amigorena elects to play the rebote. He makes a save. Douglas on the forehand, up at the 5. Back to the inside. Caught in the air by Amigorena. Great read. Hard backhand. Here's Nicolas now. Ball 2-wall from the left side. Inaki just lays it up. Nicolas going to keep it on the left side. Another backhand. Lower and harder. Here's Amigorena. This one pushed to the outside. This one lands in. Douglas plays the rebote on the back end to keep it going. Inaki calling him off on the rebote, lays it up from the left side. No play for Douglas, comes back to Nicolas. Ryan rebote kept inside. Nicolas takes it off the sidewall. Another backhand. It's Amigorena. Low runner inside. Here's Douglas. Backhand. This one lobbed up. Rebote's coming out. Inaki backpedals into position, drops it inside. Nicolas runs around it. Another aggressive call by Inaki. Makes the save just above the pad. Nicolas now from the 10 line. Just out of reach. Rebote laid on the back end. Douglas not going to get there. Nicolas forehand. And then Amigorena backing up. He's got it. Nice control on the forehand. To the inside. Nicolas reaching up. Amigorena launches this one. Comes shooting off the back wall. Quick turn by Douglas. Amigorena again to the backhand. Inside. Here's Amigorena up at the 10. Another powerful backhand. Clears the overhead screen. Douglas waiting for it. Puts it up the middle. Where it scores. 3-2 lead for Douglas and Nicolas.
Amigorena playing fantastic, making catches on the forehand and the backhand. Backhand obviously is preferred. His preferred side. Just some tremendous catches there on the left side. Obviously Nicolas catching ball after ball after ball. Douglas, a little bit more power than we're used to seeing out of him. Inaki definitely seems more comfortable than he did the first couple weeks.
Here's Amigorena on the left side, low runner, scooped up by Nicolas deep in the backcourt. This one kicking up and out, Rebote, left side for Inaki. Nicolas from the 11 line, played inside, good catch by Amigorena. There's the backhand. Rebote, Douglas powers it inside, out of reach, cutting inside for Inaki, drops it back over the top. Douglas from the 11, wall to wall, beautiful backhand. Inaki stays with it, the 6 line. Gonna pass to Nicolas, what a play. Amigorena ripped that one off the numbers. Big backhand now. Just out of reach, Douglas. Blown for the Rebote, played inside. Amigorena, nice control on the forehand again, outside placement. Got by Douglas, not gonna get by Nicolas. Great defense on the outside. Amigorena backed up to the glass, another forehand. This one kept inside for Douglas, taking off the numbers, backhand. Amigorena running with it to the outside. Was able to cut this one off. Powerful throw out of reach. Douglas, Rebote, pushed back up the middle. Inaki stops it overhead off his footing. Cortada, Nicolas, great read, got there easily. Powerful backhand. Nicolas steps out of the way. Douglas, Rebote save inside to Amigorena. Back quarters trading throws here. This one finally coming out. Rebote laid up. He just makes the save. No play for Douglas. Nicolas rather, coming from the backcourt. Clears the overhead screen. Inaki just does get out there, puts it above the pad. Nicolas again. Quick release, low running backhand. Rebote save by Amigorena. Douglas now the costado back to the inside. Caught in the air by Amigorena. What a point. Rebote left side. Nicolas puts it up the middle. No play for Inaki. Amigorena again. Forehand. Straight to the outside. Nicolas maybe on the Rebote.
Wow.
Got assist on
What
it.
a point.
That scores for the Fireballs to tie it up 3-3.
You know, everybody played great, but you really got to hand it to Amigorena.
Yeah.
Not only did Douglas throw that at him as hard as he possibly could, maybe he's possible, yeah, I don't know, he could throw harder than that. But Amigorena caught it, hung in there, and turned off, finishing it off with a shot. Outside placement. He doesn't throw a lot of them, but no one was waiting. Look, Douglas was mid-court, and Nicolas was in the process of walking back in. I haven't seen him throw many shots, but that worked very effectively.
Well, runner by Nicolas, taken in the air. Here's Amigorena, backhand. Stopped overhead. Nicolas now from the backcourt. Puts it inside Amigorena. Backhand. One opens up. Douglas has got it overhead. Douglas powers it inside. Oh, 3 wall. Amigorena just out of the way. Inaki has the Rebote. High, hard backhand now. Douglas comes back for it. Forehand save inside. Here's Inaki straight to the outside where it scores. The splitter. Split them up. 4-3 lead.
It's an excellent throw by Inaki. No, Douglas was waiting for something to go outside. He was there. Beautifully thrown by Inaki to score.
Nicolas on the backhand, big backhand right in the corner, cutting inside, Inaki. Back to the forehand of Nicolas. Over his head, Inaki cuts this one off, backhand. Nicolas going up for it. One push back up the middle. Amigorena from the left side, big backhand, crossing, no problem for Nicolas, takes it off the sidewall, big backhand. Just does clear Inaki. He's gonna get out there, plays it inside. What a scoop by Nicolas. Amigorena, a big backhand, this one coming way out. Douglas on the Rebote, this one coming back to Amigorena. Off balance, drops it over the top now, looking for the big bounce. Nicolas got it on the forehand high. That one clears again. Inaki back inside, good read by Nicolas. Low runner now, Amigorena all alone. He scooped it up. That ball is missed. Great play by the Fireballs. They have a 5-3 lead, possible set point.
I don't mean to keep going back to Amigorena, but I'm going back to him. This is the best that I've ever seen him play.
Rightfully so.
There's always a question of how long it's going to take players to adjust to the court. Sometimes it's usually been a case a month. This is the best I have seen Amigorena play, scooping in the back, making points from the outside. Everybody in the court's playing great, but Amigorena absolutely stands out. Phenomenal play here by this backcourt at number 44.
I said going into it, the only new player out of the 4 competing, and you wouldn't know it based on his performance so far. New to this court, that is. Forehander Bote. Inaki makes the save to the inside. Good catch by Nicolas. Hard backhand. Here's Amigorena. Powerfully thrown, shooting off the back wall. Douglas lays it up, wall to wall. What a rebote by Douglas. Inaki stays with it. This one out of reach. Douglas again. This one kept inside, low and hard. Amigorena picks it off the floor. Rifles the backhand. Nicolas stops it. Low runner again. Nicolas steps up, takes it in the air. He's up at the 11 line. Slows it down on the numbers in the corner. Inaki makes the save from the right side. Nicolas reaches up high into the backhand, coming in low and hard, just out of reach, and the rebote's not there. It extends the set. 4 points for Douglas and Nicolas, still a possible set point for the Fireballs.
Reminder of the scoring in battle court. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match. You can see Nicolas there tying his cesta. Basically, the hand sits flat on top of the wicker basket. Little piece of felt in there. Leather glove goes on top of it. And the only thing that holds that hand in there, it's not like they're holding on to a stick or anything, is that long tie.
Fault over serve. Second serve for Douglas. Second serve is good. Amigorena from the left side. Powerful backhand. Right to Nicolas. Inaki coming back for it. Rebote, big bounce. Controlled again by Nicolas on the left side. The backhand opens up. Stopped by Amigorena. Good control. This one gonna pass. 3 walls. Douglas, left side of Rebote. Dropped just above the pad. Big call. Amigorena's got it. Low runner again. Inaki, early call. He's got the rebote. High off the front wall. Big bounce. Good control by Nicolas deep in the backcourt. Nicolas from the 11. Backhand a little lower and harder. Amigorena stops it. One opens up to the outside. Douglas got to stay with it. He does. Just saves it. Big bounce again. Controlled. Nicolas backhand to the inside. Amigorena cuts it off. The 10 low runner trying to get that one on the bounce. Nicolas steps up. Nicolas now at the 10. Big backhand. This one passes. Rebote to the forehand of Inaki. Makes the save on a knee. Douglas let that one pass. Nicolas from the backcourt. Shoots it to the inside. Another 3-wall play. Another save on the left side of Inaki. Nicolas forehand trying to get it to pass. Nice lofting throw does. This one kept inside. Douglas coming cross court. Backhand. Takes Inaki up to the 4 line. To the inside. Nicolas all alone. He scooped it up. Inaki again. A little more power. Better catch by Nicolas right off the sidewall. That rebote got away from him up in the overhead screen. We are at 5-5. This is set point. That serve will score for the set. The ace ends it 6-5 in favor of Douglas and Nicolas. So the Warriors come back. They win the final 3 points of that set for the win. A tough set for the Fireballs. They were in full control. Both players looked as sharp as you could hope for, and somehow Douglas and Nicolas came away with the set. Not many shots being thrown right there. Good conservative play by both back quarters and front quarters. Warriors just made a couple fewer mistakes. Really won.
And a reminder, you are watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. Here we are in the break between sets. Fireballs going up against the Warriors. Inaki and Amigorena going up against Douglas and Nicolas. There we are in the ESPN 3 Players Cage. Here are some replays. Beautiful scoop by Douglas. Just a little too low, a little too fast for Amigorena to handle there on the left side.
Really one of the only misses he had in that
but
set.
Then, look at that catch. He's got the side wall and the back wall both within an inch or so of that cesta. Then he breaks out an outside placement. Good effort by Nicolas to try to get there. Just wasn't able to get there in time. That would have been fun.
What do you do if you get
nice
it behind
effort.
you? Yeah, you just got to
And
get
you
it
throw
off
your
in one
cesta out
motion.
there, and if it winds up in the basket, then you just throw it back in.
Yeah, just throw it back in right to him. Look at this serve at 5-5 coming in. Yeah, a little bit.
And you see it got Nicolas right there, and even if he did, I'm not saying that Nicolas was the deciding of it, but you know, got to give the guy a little room to catch the ball.
Ready to begin our second set. Inaki and Amigorena will have the serve in set 2.
Reminder of the scoring in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match. Players tying into their cestas. Again, some players will leave their hands in the cesta. It's really, there's no rules surrounding it. It's whatever the player's more comfortable with. There's some players who loosen and tighten the cesta literally after every point.
There's a serve. Our second set is underway. Backhand by Nicolas. Into the corner, open it up. Inaki coming back for it. Makes the rebote save. Nicolas reaching up high, forehand. Catch 3 walls. Inaki, good positioning. Drops it to the inside, right on the numbers. That ball is floating and scoring. Fireballs with the first point of our second set.
If you like hearing repetition in broadcasts, listen no further than me here at Magic City. Keep the ball close to the side wall, whether you're throwing it out of the cesta, try to get it back to the side wall. If you throw to the rebote, do your best you can to have it bounce off the back wall and come back to the side wall. The side wall is your friend if you're trying to make points.
Backhand by Nicolas, cutting inside. Great catch by Amigorena, ripped it off the numbers. Powerful backhand follows. A rebote by Douglas, wearing both fireballs. Drop back inside. Here's Douglas again, backhand. Great grab by Amigorena, second time this point, up the wall. Rebote now, forehand. Douglas back over the top. Good read, Amigorena's there. Backhand 2-wall. Nicolas stops it on the outside. Forehand back over the top. This is crossing. Rebote save, not enough. Dropped into the pad, and the pad is bad. 1-1. Douglas and Nicolas serve.
Amigorena probably would have liked to have taken that coming at him from the front wall. Decided to go for it on the rebote, a bit more complicated. Just not able to make it happen.
What a catch by Amigorena. Keeps it going. Backhand. Got by Amigorena deep in the backcourt. This high, hard one. Coming out. Douglas backpedals. Stops at the 4 line. Turns it over to the top. Amigorena's there. We'll run her down. Nicolas forced to step up. He's got it at the 10 line. Softer touch. Amigorena. Drops between the Warriors. Robote left side by Douglas. On the wall. Better catch by Amigorena. What a play. Back in the corner now. This backhand push to the outside. Nicolas. Sidearm play. Inaki, great position to cut it off. Goes over the top, looking for the bounce. Control by Nicolas now. Nicolas from the 12. Lobs this one up. Amigorena keeps it on the left side. Forehand, catching 3 walls. Inaki just lines it up, keeps it to the inside, big bounce. Nicolas hand on the wall, controls it. Shoots the forehand, stopped up overhead by Amigorena. Robote again, forehand, kept inside. Catch Amigorena, has another one off the side wall. Douglas comes cross court, just lays it up. Amigorena, backhand. Amigorena now, back over the top. Nicolas goes up. Backcourt is trading throws here. Nicolas at the 13. Back inside. Inaki leaping grab to cut it off. Backhand opens up. Out to the forehand of Nicolas. Inside placement. Picked up on the bounce. Here's Amigorena. Backhand out of reach. Robote. Douglas has to come back for it. Saves it on a knee. That just does clear. Amigorena to the outside. Clean miss by Douglas. Better play. Nicolas in the backcourt. There's a drop shot to the inside. Nicolas got there with one hand. Lays it up. Inaki on the bounce. Right to the inside where it scores. 2-1 lead for the Fireball.
Second time Douglas threw the cesta behind him, just kind of an attempt to get some kind of play on it. Would make for an exciting catch, but drop shot to the inside. Look at Nicolas make this catch, and that's the quick release. Can't really hold on to it. Smart play by Inaki. Towards the side wall and passing Nicolas down below the waist. Really well thrown. 2-1 in favor of the Fireballs.
Backhand by Nicolas, stopped by Amigorena from the 11 line. Hard return, just does clear. Douglas trying to get out there. Oh, but the 2 line was it wall to wall. Inaki now backpedaling, drops it inside. Here's Nicolas now. Not a lot on that. Robote, Inaki digs it out just above the pad. Douglas on the 2 wall, thrown to score.
Beautiful throw by Douglas, smart throw by Douglas. He saw Inaki on the run. Douglas really been working on that 2 wall. Again, since Douglas switched from playing primarily backcourt now to playing almost exclusively front court. I think he is playing exclusively front court. Regardless, he's been advised, getting a lot of feedback on, look, you got to throw more kill shots.
Low hard serve. Amigorena gets that one before it crosses. Back to the left side of Nicolas. Amigorena back in the corner. Takes it in the air. Hard backhand. Nicolas now runs around it. Dropping a little lower. Nicolas from the 12 and just does clear. Inaki calls him off. Has to come back for the Robote. Douglas on the Costado. 2 wall. Split him to score. 3-2 lead for the Warriors.
Beautifully thrown by Douglas. Again, Amigorena not moving sufficiently to the outside to prepare for the split placement. That's exactly what scored on him. And catching everything else, especially the stuff on the inside.
Amigorena comes cross court, cuts off the serve. Goes from the left side, backhand. Swung low and hard on the numbers. Nicolas lets that one come out. Douglas saves the Robote on the back end. On the hop, Reyna, the outside placement, keeps it inside. Nicolas, nice control. Hard backhand, this one out of the reach. Inaki saves it. Great catch by Nicolas, kicked up on the numbers. Amigorena switches from left to right. His forehand at the corner to the left side of Nicolas. Goes on the hop. There's a backhand up at the 9 line. Runner inside. Good catch by Amigorena. Douglas down. Powerful throw. Crossing again. No problem. Amigorena. That's 2 in a row. To the left side. That one kicking up. Still stays with it from the 11 line. Low runner. Back to Douglas. Douglas high and hard. Amigorena up the wall. Comes down with the ball. This one pushed outside. Out of reach of Nicolas. Douglas backpedals. Right to the inside. What a scoop. Nicolas, great scoop back beyond the 13. Dropping into the corner. Inaki comes back for it. Lays it up. Douglas with time on the forehand up at the 6 line. Goes for the 3-wall play. That lands in and scores. 4-2 lead for Douglas and Nicolas. By 3 points in a row, Douglas has been able to kill a couple with the 2-wall. But that one, 3-wall play. Perfect serve is an ace. Five points for Douglas and Nicolas. It's a possible set and a possible match point. This one dropping low. Nicolas from the 12 line. Backhand. Here's the rebote. Inaki makes a save. Nicolas on the hop, brings it in up at the 9. Big backhand again. Kicking up and out. Forehand rebote, back over the top. Amigorena on the hop now. Outside placement. That one lands in, but it's scooped by Douglas. The Cortada will score for the win. Point, set, and match. A hard-fought match. One to Douglas and Nicolas, winning 6-5, 6-2. Undefeated in this top-ranked doubles group. Let's hear from them. Douglas and Nicolas.
All right, Douglas, Nicolas, congratulations on winning that match. You guys are now 2-0 on the Spring 24 season. How are you feeling? How did you get to be undefeated so far?
Yeah, feeling really good. Playing with a guy like Nicolas, it's super easy. As long as I do my job, I know that he's going to do his in the back. He's going to catch everything, keep us out of trouble. And as long as I can do what I need to do in the front, I think we have a good chance of winning.
Pues sí, hemos jugado bien en equipo.
We played really well as a team.
Era un placer de jugar con Matt.
It's a pleasure playing with Matt.
Siempre pues un delantero así que da como fuerza en el juego. Siempre
He's a front court that always gives a lot of
es
force in the
siempre
game,
más fácil para hacer los puntos.
and it's just easier to make points.
Y no, pues ahora pensar al otro partido y
And now to think about the next match
focus.
and just focus.
Thank you.
Thank you guys again so much. Let's see what else happens today.
Thank you.